You know, in part one, we talked about how racists and bigots wrote the textbooks, how they made sure they controlled what we learned and how we saw the world. Because if you can control the story, you can control the people. But now we're going to talk about what happened when we started writing our own story. Because the same system that told us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps is the same system that burned down everything we built when we actually did it. Every time we created something strong, something united, something ours, they found a way to destroy it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what they did, how they did it, and why they feared what we were building. Because the truth is, they never wanted us to rise. But this time, we're not asking for permission. Let's get into it. You ever notice how every time black people start building something for ourselves, somehow it gets destroyed? I'm not talking about rumors. I'm talking about history. After slavery ended, we did exactly what they said we couldn't do. We started building. We built schools, banks, grocery stores, hospitals, whole neighborhoods. We built towns that ran on black excellence and self-reliance. We built freedom from the ground up. And what happened next? They burned it down. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921, a thriving black community called Greenwood. Over 600 businesses, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and homeowners. In less than 24 hours, it was burned to ashes. Bombs dropped from the sky. Bodies in the streets. Families wiped out and not one dime of justice ever paid. But Tulsa wasn't the only one. Rosewood, Florida, gone. Wilmington, North Carolina, gone. East St. Louis, gone. There were dozens more. Some never even made the headlines. And here's the part that hurts. The government watched it happen, sometimes even helped it happen. Insurance companies refused to pay. Banks pulled funding. And instead of rebuilding, the message was clear. Don't try that again. So generation after generation, fear replaced faith. Unity got replaced with survival. And that's when they started feeding us integration as the prize. As if joining their system was the goal, when really the goal had always been ownership. Then came redlining, the 1930s to the 1960s, maps drawn in Washington that told banks were not to lend. Every black neighborhood outlined in red, no loans, no equity, no growth. And when those same areas finally got renewal, they called it urban renewal, which really meant black removal. Highways through our neighborhoods, jobs shipped away, schools underfunded, dreams relocated. That wasn't progress, that was precision, because they realized something. You don't have to burn it down with fire anymore. You can burn it down with policy. You can burn it down with paperwork. You can burn it down by making sure hope never comes back. And yet, here we are, still building, still creating, still fighting to believe again. See, they didn't just burn down buildings. They tried to burn our belief that we could ever build anything on our own. But they failed because the blueprint's still in us, the power's still in us. And once we start building again, this time, nobody's tearing it down.